An introduction to e-collars. Okay, let's talk about electric collars, those controversial contraptions that get some dog owners riled up faster than a squirrel in a bird feeder. These devices have sparked quite a debate in the dog training community. What are they? In a nutshell, they're collars with a receiver that delivers a static stimulation, a fancy way of saying a quick, harmless zap when activated by a remote control. This zap is designed to get your dog's attention without causing them pain. Now, before you picture your furry friend getting jolted into orbit, let's be clear. Responsible use is key. The idea is not to punish your dog, but to communicate with them in a way that they understand. We're not talking about painful shocks here. The sensation is more like a surprising tingle, a hey, pay attention kind of nudge. It's similar to tapping someone on the shoulder to get their attention. E-collars have different settings, from a mild vibration to a stronger static pulse. This allows you to adjust the intensity based on your dog's size, temperament, and training needs. The goal? To get your dog's attention and redirect their focus, especially when you're trying to train them from a distance. This can be particularly useful in outdoor settings where distractions are plentiful. Think of it like this. Your dog is about to chase a squirrel across a busy street. Not a good look. In such situations, a quick buzz from the e-collar can be a lifesaver. A quick buzz from the e-collar can snap them out of it and prevent a potential disaster. It's a way to keep your dog safe when they're too far away to hear your voice. But remember, it's not a magic solution. It's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used effectively or misused. Proper training and understanding of how to use the e-collar are essential for it to be a beneficial part of your dog's training regimen. Zapping away. Bad habits, the upsides of electric collars. So why do some people swear by these electric collars? Well, for starters, they can be pretty darn effective for certain behavioral issues. We're talking about those stubborn habits that regular training just doesn't seem to budge. Got a dog who thinks come is just a suggestion? An e-collar can provide that extra incentive to hightail it back to your side. Excessive barking driving you up the wall? A well-timed vibration or static stimulation can interrupt the canine symphony. And let's not forget about safety. Remember that squirrel situation we talked about? E-collars can be lifesavers when it comes to preventing your dog from running into dangerous situations. They give you an extra layer of control, especially in off-leash environments where your voice might not cut it. But here's the thing. E-collars aren't a one-size-fits-all solution. They work best when used in conjunction with positive reinforcement techniques. Think of it as a way to get your dog's attention, not a substitute for good old-fashioned training. Hold up, potential downsides and shocking truths. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Or should we say, the shock collar in the dog park. These devices, while popular, come with their own set of challenges and potential pitfalls. Yes, there are potential downsides to using e-collars, and it's important to be aware of them. First and foremost, discomfort. The sensation, although not intended to be painful, can still be quite unpleasant for your dog. While the sensation isn't meant to be painful, it can be unpleasant for your dog, especially if the collar isn't fitted properly or the settings are too high. This discomfort can lead to a range of issues, from mild irritation to significant distress. Imagine getting a static shock every time you reach for the cookie jar. Not exactly a recipe for a happy camper. This analogy helps us understand how our dogs might feel with repeated shocks. Then there's the risk of behavioral issues. Dogs are sensitive creatures, and the use of e-collars can sometimes exacerbate existing problems or create new ones. If an e-collar is used incorrectly or excessively, it can create fear and anxiety in your dog. This fear can manifest in various ways, from cowering to aggression. Instead of addressing the root cause of the problem, you might end up with a confused and stressed out pup. This confusion can make training even more challenging and can damage the bond between you and your pet. And let's not forget about the potential for misuse. In the wrong hands, an e-collar can be a tool for punishment, which is not only cruel, but also counterproductive. Misuse can lead to a host of problems, including increased aggression, fear, and a breakdown in trust between the dog and owner. Remember, positive reinforcement is the key to successful training. Rewarding good behavior encourages your dog to repeat those actions, creating a positive learning environment. The bottom line? E-collars are not for everyone. They require responsible ownership, proper training, and a deep understanding of your dog's temperament. Without these, the risks can outweigh the benefits. They require responsible ownership, proper training, and a deep understanding of your dog's temperament. Always consider alternative training methods and consult with a professional trainer to ensure the best approach for your furry friend. Section 4. Huskies, Malamutes, Shepherds, and Collies. Oh my! Breed-specific considerations. Let's talk breeds, because when it comes to e-collars, one size definitely doesn't fit all. Those independent, strong-willed breeds like Huskies, Malamutes, German Shepherds, and Border Collies. They're the ones who often end up wearing these high-tech neck accessories. Why? Well, these dogs are smart, sometimes too smart for their own good. They're also notorious for having a mind of their own, which can make traditional training a bit like herding cats. E-collars can provide that extra level of control, especially when you're dealing with a dog who's prone to selective hearing. But here's the catch. These breeds are also sensitive souls. What might be a mild tingle for a Labrador could send a Husky into a tailspin. It's crucial to start with the lowest setting and gradually increase it until you find what works for your dog. And remember, positive reinforcement is still key, even with an e-collar in the mix. Section 5. E-collar ethics. To shock or not to shock, that is the question. The million-dollar question, are e-collars cruel? It's a topic that sparks heated debates in dog parks and online forums alike. The truth is, there's no easy answer. It's like asking if a hammer is good or bad. It all depends on how you use it. On the one hand, e-collars can be effective tools for curbing unwanted behaviors and keeping dogs safe. They can provide that extra level of control, especially in challenging situations. But on the other hand, there's no denying the potential for misuse. In the wrong hands, an e-collar can become an instrument of punishment, causing pain and fear. That's why it's crucial to weigh the pros and cons carefully and consider all other training options before resorting to an e-collar. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to use an e-collar is a personal one, but it's a decision that should be made with careful consideration, ethical awareness, and the well-being of your furry friend at the forefront of your mind. Remember, there are many training methods available, from positive reinforcement to clicker training, each with its own set of benefits and challenges. Consulting with a professional trainer can provide valuable insights and help you make an informed choice. At the end of the day, the goal is to ensure your dog is happy, healthy, and well-behaved, regardless of the method you choose. So take your time, do your research, and make the decision that feels right for you and your canine companion. After all, the bond between you and your dog is what truly matters, and that bond should be built on trust, respect, and love.